I need to post. Go live for maybe 2.5 hours. Let's say we're going to go live till 8. I feel like 8's a good time to go live too. Wah, 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 wah. Oh wait, did that change scene? Oh, no, it did not. I forgot I disabled that shortcut. Okay, alrighty. Do I have Firebot on? Firebot is not on. Whoopsie. Now Firebot is on. Oh, what the? Why is that there? Hold on. That shouldn't be there. Stream loading might be borked. Hold on. Let me see if I can refresh. Uh-oh. Chum, how you doing today? I broke the opening for my stream. So I'm kind of hoping it just sorts itself out. Let me change this. All right, I think we're good. I think we're good. I think I made it so it went like infinitely loop. But I'm glad you're on your break. Go ahead and get the documents up here. Dude, I'm such a professional streamer. I totally remembered all my writing scenes beforehand. You're wanting to think deeply on your break? What are we thinking deeply about? Hope it's fun stuff. Just general for no reason with sad music. Get that. Yeah, I don't think there's anything wrong with that though. Sometimes it's good to let like the sad moments in, you know, and just let your body be okay with like that period of time, you know. I think it's healthy. I think people should do it more. But yeah, everybody struggles with their own different things. So like I can get why people don't want to do that. So what we're doing today, because I really want to do some writing, is we are gonna be oh goodness. We're gonna be doing more chapter 3. Chapter 3 time. Goodness. Oh man. Today was a very, very tiring day. Work was abysmally hot, but the smoke has finally kind of cleared up here. So I'm kind of cool with that. I do kind of wish, though, that smoke had cleared up sooner, but anyways. Great. Who was able to stop? Especially Reagan mopped the floor with Dakota last time today. Welcome back from the ads. But yeah, I don't think there's anything wrong with wanting to have like moments of deep think, or like having moments of enjoying just like the sadness, or like experiencing what that emotion is, like just letting yourself feel melancholy. Because I mean it's one of the emotions you have, right? So I don't think there's anything wrong with just like letting that emotion, you know, exist. I think it only becomes an issue where you let it control yourself, right? Like if you live by your anger, or you live by your happiness, you still kind of gotta like handle things from how you handle emotions, you know. Life is about the balance of it all, right? So it's okay to let yourself experience that. Welcome back to Matt's. My goal today is I want to try to get the majority, if not almost all, of Chapter 3 actually written out. I don't think I'm going to, but I want to try. Yeah, but sometimes I need like a hobby or like a cruise because I'm supposed to be... Yeah, I get that. I'm the Funkle, or one of the Funkles in my family right now. Me and my little brother, we kind of share that role. And I just work a lot, and I live further away from most of my family. So it is kind of hard for me to, like, be that fun uncle when I'm rarely able to see them all. You know, especially with how much we've been working at General Motors as of late. I've not Um, haven't had a ton of free time, so it's kind of hard to sit there and like be the fun uncle if I'm just don't have the time to do it. So, let's get to writing, shall we? He placed his hand over the scar from where the weapon that had pierced his flesh. Weapon pierced his flesh. Regan felt his heart pause briefly. Odd. He shouldn't have been startled by seeing someone else on the rooftops. No one was able to stop him, especially him. I feel like we need to put this here. Dakota. Regan mopped the floor with Dakota the last time they could. The reason that lived was here to save him. Regan steadied his breathing and held that fight. Beat down. I feel like I need an M dash. I feel like we need to be like, no. Beat down. I like this, but I don't know if I want to keep it like that. We'll leave it there for now. Placed a hand over the scar from where her weapon had pierced his flesh. The wound still never felt. The wound felt, never healed properly. Suddenly, if it was still tearing. It was still tearing. Did she have some sort of holy magic in her shaping gun? Matter. She was not here. Dakota was. And he still hesitated. Something gnawed at the back of his mind as Bear peeked out. He assumed Dakota didn't see him. It is me, the one who caught. Oh, Nas. Nas? Nas? Nas, gotcha. hope you're doing well today, Limes. Sorry, I'm looking down at my phone because I am having people text me because I am wondering to know about jury duty. Dakota was your former classmate name? Well, look, I'm not saying anything, but like I do like the name Dakota. I think it's a fun name. He's in the military now? Of course he's in the military now. Watch this somehow be tangentially related to that. But yeah, let's see here. Yeah, he still hesitates. Something gnawed at the back of his mind as he dared. He assumed Dakota hadn't seen him yet, or if he did, that dog would have come. You I went. Assumed Dakota hadn't seen him yet, or if it did, if the postman, which probably do, if he did. Dog. Rick clutched his fist. That was unfathomably loud. Ouch. Limes, ouch. Balls. And clenched his fist and flicks out his hand. I look so bored I lost at my job. Oh, I mean, just try to do things to help keep you occupied. You know, I mean, I'm glad you're here. I hope that this is somewhat entertaining, but I understand that boredom is more than that. It's like also the inability to act, the inability to have something to do. It usually gets people. Reagan felt that voice more than heard it. Old. Stand around the bags. Ah. I'm gonna feel that voice more than heard. Oh, I need the it there. Stupid. It was old. It was old. What? I want to work at the McDonald's and the Pentagon. I mean, that might be fun, but also, like, I would hate to do that. Hope the voice. That voice. More. Heard it. I even felt that voice in mine more than you. What if we did that? Old. Headbats. I got headbats. I love headbats. I love headbats. Losing my train of thought here. You're giving the angel mode headbats. Be not afraid. Wow, the blush on this looks terrible. It's like a kid's first bad drag. Oh man. I can always sell my soul on Etsy. Wow, you're pulling out all the stops right now, Lime. Lime and Chum. Always sell. I mean, don't sell your soul on Etsy. That's a bad thing to do. Don't do that. Dragonfeld's that voice. This was old. It's cold. It was demanding. Vampire waited before thinking. Waited. Before thinking of doing the one thing anyone would do when told to wait by a voice from an unseen speaker. What? Etsy is cheap though. Etsy is cheap. Cheap. Etsy is cheap. What he asked, realizing failed. Reagan. Alright, I think what we need to do, Reagan should be started by seeing someone else on. I feel like what we need to do is someone else. Ooh, style. Actually, I'm kind of curious. Hold on. Let's see. Do I get lucky? Style. Oh, a 4? That's not good. Give me the combo. It's so funny having it be all random now. Oh, it wants to give it to us. So much fun having that, though. Oh. Chum, if you don't know what me and Lime are doing, if you type out the word style, the cooldown is still for 1 second. Sorry, I totally cockblocked you on that line. Reagan felt his heart pause briefly. He shouldn't have been started by seeing. No one was able to talk. Actually, Dakota. I know where that's. Yeah, it's I want to say it's like what, Tony Hawk Pro Skater. Whoa! More credits for Lime. Felt his heart pause briefly. Odd. He shouldn't have been startled. Shouldn't have been startled seeing someone appear here. No one is able to stop him, especially Dakota. Bring him out the floor with Dakota. No matter. She was not here. Yes, it's something gnawed at the back of his mind. He would peek off. Soon Dakota hadn't seen him yet. If he did, the dog would have come running. He clutched his fist and flexed out his hand repeatedly. Cool. I really did like Tony Hawk Pro Skater 2. That was like back in the PlayStation. Oh! Lime got part of the combo. Did it? That's not the full combo though. I can't even remember what the odds are to get it. It's like 1 in 20 or something like that. Oh! I mean, he was the first like big time skater. Did you actually do it? Hold on. I gotta actually see that was the one. Okay, well, it won't actually let me just, like, see. So we're gonna go with maybe. I feel like there's a longer. I mean, he definitely, like, got beat out by more talented skaters later on. But, like, he was the GOAT for a while. But I mean, I also don't remember a ton of, like, the other, like, great skaters. I don't know why my stream manager keeps, like, freezing up. What about Bam Margera? Yeah, true. Tony Hawk is the oldest teenager ever. Bam Margera is also really good. Like, there's a lot of good skaters out there. It's just Tony Hawk was the one. You know, he was the one that put it on the map. I mean, I remember wanting to skate because of Tony Hawk, and then I just realized I was not able to. Because I have no balance or hand-eye coordination. My hand-eye coordination stinks. My reflexes are really good, though, but my hand-eye coordination is butts. Regan felt that voice in his mind. Felt that voice more in his mind than heard it. This was old, it's cold, demanding. He didn't like that. The vampire waited for another line before thinking of doing the one thing anyone would do when told to wait. They want to remember this one skater snowboarder because I have his DVD. I think is it the wasn't the Shaun White, was it? Shaun White was also really good too, though. Yes, realizing feeling. Regan kept himself back behind cover. Desperately wanted to see him go to check them. It was Shaun White? Yeah, Shaun White was really cool. But he was realizing he may not be alone. Reagan kept himself back behind cover as he desperately wanted to check to see if Dakota had seen him. The voice didn't say anything or press into Reagan's mind as he waited. Only a few minutes that passed before on the job. I'm gonna also get I feel like I need to decide if I want to call him Reagan or if I want to call him Bloodsmith here. I think we need to do Bloodsmith. Empire is breathing. Oh, you're playing Splatoon. Yeah, it is a shame that extreme sports are dead because it was really cool watching people do them. But I think it's the problem with extreme sports is that it had no good marketability because it was all individual driven versus like franchised, if that makes sense. I don't know enough about sports to really comment on it too much. That's just how I feel about it. I realize you picked the worst time too. So really, a motocross movie? I mean, that would probably do pretty well, all things considered, but I guess it would depend on like how you're doing it. Like, are you doing like a mockumentary or like a actual proper documentary or what? She picked the worst time to do so, as did. All right, I'm trying not to swear. I basically tried to capitalize off racing movies with no script and no actors. Yeah. Why are you stealing eggs from Sound? Oh, that's Splatoon stuff. I'm sitting there like, why are you stealing eggs from salmon? Salmon. Oh, it's time. Everybody checks their weapons and equipment before jumping out of the getaway car. Yeah, we won money. Let's go. I'm being distracted. Credits. How am I looking? I'll take 410 to 10. Ain't bad. This is the salmon's. Oh. Is it protein? Is that the power that the eggs hold? I didn't realize he picked the worst time to decide. He did. Dakota was glancing over towards his location. Last. No, electricity. Oh. Missed opportunity. Should put him in. Climb. How did you get a 7 at the end of that? Let's go gambling! I'll take 3,000 extra credits. Thank you very much. I realized I picked the worst time to do so. As he did, Dakota glances. I don't want to say curses. I don't want to swear. What can I use as an exclamation? What can I use as an exclamation? Exclamation. What's a good? Because again, like, we're wanting to embrace tropes. I just don't feel like with Reagan as a character, we've established him to be one that goes curses. You know, I might be more of like a truly for like a great thing. I just don't think I can. But do I have any swearing in this so far? I feel like I don't. Yeah, let me see if I can find. Yeah. Bastard. Hell. Fuck. No. Okay, so we got no swearing. Now we do a cursed. Mangy. Horse. Of course, the Bloodsmith withdrew from line of sight as fast as he could. He prepared a cloaking spell to help him hide from the postman. I mean, it's probably easy to watch motocross. I think it's just a matter of like finding a channel that motocrosses to do so. It is funny the conversation topics we get up to here. I'm undiagnosed on that. It is kind of crazy to sit there and think of like how I don't know why it's not doing the auto formatting. Speaking of undiagnosed, Lyme has a fever, and the only cure for that fever seems to be more gold. Oh boy. Hey, who are you? I'm who you becoming. And what they grafted to you. So it's like, please donate to my PayPal. Alexa, this is so sad. Play Despacito. So there's, I don't know why this made me think of it. What sound? This sound, if you're talking about the song, it is Epilogue from Halo 2. Specifically, it is the end credit song of. It's the one that John Mayer is uncredited for. If you didn't know, this is your little fun fact trivia for the day. John Mayer did the guitar work for Epilogue Road to Voy in the Halo 2 soundtrack. Let me actually pull up the track here. Where's my Halo playlist? Halo 2 soundtracks. On the track Song playing when someone goes, "My God, these were just good for that." Yeah. Is it finale? Might be finale. Hold on. Have to keep. Might play that twice in a row. I'm trying to find it. I'm having a really hard time finding it. I'm actually kind of mad about it. Actually, this might be it. Hold on. We'll let it play out. I do wonder if they'll be mad about the Halo Infinite soundtrack. Limes, I don't think you've lost tonight, have you? Goes Erico, I mean, there's no realistically too. There's only a couple characters that actually have like monologues in Halo. There's only two, I think, and they're not really like huge monologues either. I really wish I could like use other music for this. Yeah, this is true. Like the only other character that kind of had like a monologue before their death was like 343 Guilty Spark, but that was because of like what they were talking about, and it was related to the fact that they were like dropping that humans were meant to be forerunners the entire time. Plot twist. Also, what am I doing again? Oh, that's right. Yeah, I was trying to find the John Mayer. We might actually have to do. We might have to do a different search for that. It's crazy to me too on Spotify how much actual playtime some of the Halo songs actually have. Gonna play it again. Oh, I would love for you to play Halo. I would love for you to play Halo. Halo is one of my favorite games for a reason. Sorry, I'm distracted from writing. That's what's happening. I'm distracted from writing. Now Halo is, if you're gonna play Halo, good news, depending on how you look at it, they do have the remake of Halo Combat Evolved, Halo Campaign Evolved, coming out in like 10 days. I think it's on the 28th it releases officially. So good news. If you want the new experience, there's that. But if you want to play Halo as close to originally as you can, there is the Master Chief Collection, and the Master Chief Collection is usually a pretty solid deal. I think it's like, I think right now maybe $40 on Steam, but it's every mainline Halo game besides Halo 5 and Halo Infinite. But still, if you want to play Halo Combat Evolved, it's cheap. I think you can even just pick up the games a la carte too. Like, you can just buy the games that you specifically want. Sorry, I'm still being distracted from writing. Alright, Savage, I haven't lost today because I'm going sicko mode. Oh, you're going sicko mode? Uh-oh. But the books are pretty good. The only problem I have with the books is only one book is one of the games. Only one of them. And that is Halo of the Flood. Halo of the Flood is the only book that is based off of any of the Halo games. The only one. There are books that feature snippets from, like, what would be part of the game in it. But realistically, Halo of the Flood is just a retelling of Halo Combat Evolved's story, but fleshing out everything else that was going on in Halo Combat Evolved while you were playing through the game. So, like, it told what Master Chief was doing, it told what the Marines were doing on Halo, and it told what the Covenant were doing on Halo, which is really interesting because we hadn't had any media portraying the Covenant's POV until that point. Like, people think Halo 2 was the first. Technically, the Flood was. It's kind of fascinating. At least I think the Flood was. Hold on. Before I, like, lose my Halo street cred. Yeah, so it was 2003 when Halo the Flood was released originally by William C. Dietz. So that was 2003. I mean, you're not distracting me. It's kind of the curse of writing while on stream is you're gonna get distracted. That's just how it is. We don't make the rules. We just arbitrarily follow them. I do know of them. I never actually partook in any of them. There's I Love Bees. There's... I can't remember what they called the Halo 3 one. And then there was one that they did for Halo 5, Hunt the Truth. Which Hunt the Truth was one of the biggest bait and switches of all time. And I will never forgive 343 Industries for that, because the premise that they had set up with Hunt the Truth for Halo 5 would have been such a more interesting game than what we got for Halo 5. We might go on a Halo rant. We might go on a Halo rant. I'm not gonna try to, but I do know of the Halo ARGs. I wouldn't say I'm like a Halo lore expert, like your Hidden Xperias or like your Installation 00, but I do really love Halo's world. I think it's one of my favorite sci-fi settings, if not my favorite. It's just the problem I have with like saying like my favorite sci-fi setting is there's so many sci-fi settings, right? Oh no, Lime, you didn't go sicko mode. No. Free my girl. She did nothing wrong. Woofda. Possible. Bloodsmith had not believed this to be possible, but after he found out his enhanced upgrade had changed. Um, you're saying that like that's a bad thing. I will be the first to admit Cortana was like one of, if not my first, like real life waifu. Kinda. She is hot. I think the only time I ever really didn't like Cortana's appearance was like Halo 3. That was because I just didn't like her different haircut. I really loved her haircut in Halo 2. I think we're gonna get distracted. I think we're getting distracted. Because like, all right, we're getting distracted. It's happening. I'm sorry. This is going to be in a complete aside tangent, but whatever, you know, sue me, bite me, etc. Halo ripoffs? I mean, you could. God, I hate that that's one of the first one that shows up. Okay. Let me do I have an Opera GX source here? I do not. Let me jot this down. I don't want it to get in the way. Anything crazy here? Want this one. So this is hate Halo show, hate the Halo show, but with all the different Cortana looks, right? This is that's really funny. The evolution of Cortana, 90s anime girl, goth, mommy, best girl, fed for Halo 5. Okay, here's a good one. Here's a good one. Here's a good one. Open image in new tab. Is it not gonna let me zoom in? Yeah. So Reddit show the hot Cortana pics. I'm not showing Cortana Rule 34. I'm not doing that on stream. That's a really quick way to get banned. Really bad. There's the old, it's an older picture, but it checks out. Like here's the one between oh, it's on Pinterest. They're gonna be stupid about it. Did you say bite you? No. No. No, like this is Halo 2 Cortana. Like, look at this, dude. We went from this, you know, the nice little bob, freaking emo. We went from that Cortana to like, hold on. We went from that Cortana to this Cortana, which don't get me wrong. Right? Like, I get why people like this Cortana. I do. But you're not beating this Cortana. Like, you're just not with this. And I also think this is slightly edited because I don't think she had a smirk in this cutscene. We are on something right now, chat. Yeah, like even her anniversary one isn't that bad. This one's just bad because of, like, he's got the needler crosshairs right there, right? But like, look, it's not even her Halo 2 anniversary one isn't that bad. I clicked on the wrong like image thing. But yeah, like, look, like it looks pretty good here, right? This is just your PC sucks. Yeah, like Halo 2 Cortana's peak. Like, a lot of people also like Halo CE. Like, I also like the Halo CE Cortana, because obviously first waifu. But like, you know, also graphic fidelity aside, right? Like when they did the original Halo Anniversary, they just reused Halo 3's Cortana over top of her. Samus is good too. But like, just Halo 1, like, here's a good one. This image right here. Oh, it's on Facebook. Can I just see the image? Can I just see the image? Okay, well, it's gonna be like 500 pixels. She's good. And that's because Kelly exists. And Cortana. Look, Samus is really, 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 really good, but it's hard for me to say perfect for her. That's because I'm just a Halo simp, okay? And then, like, this is her look in Halo Campaign Evolved. Oh, what do you like to know? Lions. All right, you want to know who Kelly is? All right, well, ignore the live-action pictures and the fake one. This is Kelly. This is Kelly. I'm gonna use her show appearance. You see a picture of her. Yeah, they gave her purple hair in Halo Legends, the anime. Dude, you need Halo ASMR. Well, like, you can't tell me that Kelly isn't a good-looking woman. Like, here's a picture of them in the comics. Like, you got Fred, you got Kelly, and you got Linda. Linda's nice. I can't believe they have her ass just stay like that, though. Also, this website is cancer. Yeah, this is her armor in Halo 5. Like, dude, thighs. Nah, Samus tops. Brother. My sister in Christ. My amigo. My chum. No. Kelly is go. But no, like, back on the subject matter. Halo show, terrible. Terrible look for Cortana. Halo 5, fed. This is a fed. Yeah, like, even in the live-action trailers for Halo, like, look at her. Like, Halo 4 Cortana is also freaking gorgeous, too. Very well done. The blur cutscene Cortana for Halo 2, perfect. No notes. Halo 5 Cortana just looks a little too uncanny. Also, do forgive me. I do the bro man talk a lot. But like, no, even her. This is the Halo 4 Cortana's just peak. I mean, yeah, it is weird having her be like MILF-like, but like, look at Cortana's good. It's not very good art. Said as if he could draw better. This is the Halo 2 Anniversary model, which isn't bad. The Halo 2 Anniversary model of Cortana, not bad. Not bad at all. We are 100% off the beaten course now. But like, this is her in Halo Infinite. Very demure, very just simple. You know, nothing crazy about her look here. And then you got like, this isn't actually her in-game model for Halo 2. You see, look at her Halo 2 model. Halo 2 model Cortana is great. We love Halo 2 model Cortana. No notes. Halo 3 could use some love. Halo 3 Cortana could use some work. But I think that's just because, like, Halo 3 has that weird uncanny valley look to their humans. Like, Halo 3 humans don't look right. I don't know what it is about it, but they just don't look right. I've always felt like they looked off. But that's because of polygon count, right? So, like, her face just looks off. Like, it's missing detail it should have. Like, if you look at Halo 3 Sergeant Johnson. okay, they're gonna just pull up all his like Halo 2 and Halo 2 Blur Anniversary, but like, look at Sergeant Johnson here. Like, still a good-looking design for a character, but like, there's still his face doesn't look textured right. You wish line. Yeah, like Sergeant Johnson, he kind of has there's something off about the faces in Halo 3. That's probably because it's like just shy of like what you could have for polygons or whatever. But it's also like part of the art style, right? Like now Halo 2 Sergeant Johnson, people love Halo 2 Sergeant Johnson. Like, look, they even put him on the freaking Giga Chan body here because he knows what the ladies like. Oh, this is a great picture. This art right here is so good. What we could have had. Sergeant Johnson saw the aliens once and never went back. Oh, hey, Fear. It has been a hot minute, Fear. Hope you're doing well. We're on such a tangent right now. Let me just go ahead and get rid of that. What were the Covenant or the Flood? Kind of assaulted by chemistry. Assaulted's good. Sorry, we went on a tangent. We went on an aside, and I had to prove to people why Halo 2 Cortana was better designed than Cortana. I'm sorry. How many? Yeesh. Fear. That's a lot. But yeah, like, Sergeant Johnson is canonically the only human that has been the Flood. Yes. No, the Covenant were not the good guys in Halo. The Flood is the 6 out of 11. Good grief. That's a lot, Fear. That is a ton. Chum. So in Halo, the different aliens you got, right? You got the Covenant, which were the main bad guys of the Halo series. They're the holy zealous aliens that, you know, worship the Forerunners. The Forerunners were the aliens that came before, that built the Halo rings. The Flood is the unyielding space zombie parasite. And there's other things too, but like those are your main three you got to worry about in Halo. So like Sergeant Johnson is the only human in Halo that wasn't able to be in quote unquote infected by the Flood on first contact because of what they did when he was a Spartan. Yeah. Sorry, I gotta reply to a text message here. Sorry, we're just like very happy stream here. But no, I do apologize. We've been like going on tangents and distractions this entire. I shall suffer splendidly. Well, hopefully, you know, I alleviate some of the pain of having to memorize so many different formulas and memory patterns and chemistry jargon and etc. etc. Seems insane to me. But I appreciate we've only written one page. Mostly surprised I won't get fired. Chum, have you been like neglecting work? Is about right. Well, Fear, appreciate you stopping in. I do hope your chemistry stuff goes well. We will see you next time, my friend. So much for being here. It was really good to see you again. Upgraded change from his previous path itself. Fallen Postman. Possible. Bloodsmith had not believed this to be possible. I feel like this needs to be different. I want to put it between. Let me. See, like, if I have 2 spaces there, I should be able to put the thing I want to put in there. I need to rewrite this whole sentence now. Bloodsmith's reply. Okay, I need to think if I want to commit to this. Before we go any further with writing this, and I mean this with the utmost sincerity and genuine question giving, because the original plan that I had, and why I still haven't decided on Reagan's fate as, yes, serious business time. The reason why I've been so hesitant to decide on if I want to kill Reagan not is all linchpinning on the specific subject matter of if the vampire lord that Reagan was spliced with was to be resurfacing into becoming and making Reagan into the vampire lord again. The reason why I've been so hesitant on it deciding if that's what I want to do is because I don't want it to be predictable. You know? I don't want it to be something where it's like, yes, we're embracing tropes with this because that's kind of the inherent nature of it, right? But I do have to kind of like draw a line with some of the tropes that I'm implementing, just given the nature of what we're doing here, right? Because, oh, I accidentally just slapped the crap out of my sound buffer. Whoa. Draw a line? No, a line with an N, not an M. Sorry, I'm a little nasally. Because here's the thing, right? The pros of going down this route is then I can actually justify letting Reagan live at the end of this book. Because then it's like, you can have that little bit of the redeemable quality of, well, Reagan wasn't in control of himself, was he? So is he really to blame for what the vampire lord made him do? But then that kind of goes against the whole idea of Reagan just being a villain because that's what he wants to be. No? So where I'm left at is, do I have Reagan be influenced by the vampire lord, or do I have Reagan just transform into the vampire lord that's been influenced, and there's no saving Reagan regardless? Because one of the tropes that you see in a lot of like the early 90s, late 80s cartoon shows is there's usually an arc where the villain and the hero team up to do something. Like He-Man and Skeletor team up to defeat Horak, or the GI Joes help Cobra do this thing because otherwise the world's gonna die. Megatron and Optimus Prime team up to deal. Ouch! Oh, hey, Dotman. Limes, Dot's bullying me. Dot, how have you been? It feels like it's been so long since we've seen you here. When you see Reagan die by getting his head crushed by Thick Thigh, whoa! Megatron and Megapron? No! Megatron and Optimus Prime kiss? I've seen that comic. Like, would it be cathartic to see Reagan get his head crushed? Absolutely, but like, that's not... There's already enough doomed Yowie thoughts already about this all as is between Dakota and Reagan. I need you people to lock the fuck in. We're not doing doomed Yowie. We're not doing it. But no, the real question is, before we continue down doing this, like, because the problem I'm running into is don't feel like this is good. And it's not like a matter of me feeling like it's poorly written. It's more like, Dot, did you not hear the Bellatro music earlier? I guess you weren't here, but there is Bellatro music in this playlist. I know you did, but like it played earlier. That's it's like, were you not here earlier? But no, it's in this playlist. One particular one is the main. I guess I could put the other ones in. I don't see that being any. There we go. Dot, it was already in here. It was even in the original playlist for streaming stuff. But no, like, sorry, we need to focus. We need to focus. Guys, do we want Vampire Lord to have a presence established in Reagan, the Bloodsmith? Or do we want the Bloodsmith to be Reagan that is fully given over to the Vampire Lord? Like, do we want to have it where it's just like, nope, he's evil. It's not a matter of him being fighting against his will or fighting control over his body like Shigaraki and All for One. It is just, this is who he is now. This is what happened when he got grafted in. They basically resurrected the Vampire Lord in a human body. And that he was evil the entire time, just waiting for his chance to finally do something. Because I do like the idea of him being evil the entire time, because they basically resurrected the Vampire Lord. I feel like it would make more sense for the established story that he's just evil. So, in saying that, like, I do, that's where I'm leaning too. Because, like, this just starts to feel too complicated. And, like, don't get me wrong, it's not a bad thing to have complication in your story, but this just feels like it's kind of been building up to him, like, being starting to understand what a vampire can do. Because, like, he has thrall, he has the ability to see through his thrall, he can fly, which he's already shown that he can do. But, like, the different things that he can do, it makes sense for him to kind of, like, get back into use to, like, what he can do as a vampire after being freaking laid out for a year, after being beaten within a centimeter of his life from Erie in Dakota first fought. Like, it just, I don't know. Because, like, the thing I'm running into with this is this almost feels like it's been done before way too much, where it's just like, because like before it could be something where it was like the original Reagan, the Reagan before he had the vampire DNA spliced into him, was actually a good guy. It's the Yowie. Why do you want the Yowie? We're not talking about the Yowie right now. We're just talking about how we want Reagan as a villain to be. I feel like I'm getting baited. Matter, she was not. But I already gave you Yowie content, Lime. That I think Dot missed. But okay, let's see here. Write it. Oh no. You did write it. You did wrote it. You've written it. Okay, so if we're gonna go the route of Reagan was evil once the vampire lord was spliced into him, we need to redo this whole paragraph, this whole section. Yeah, we spin-off series instead, so you gotta focus on it. When the spin-off becomes more popular than the main series, fuck me, I guess. Okay. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna take all of this. We're gonna cut. Throw that in my little notepad I got that has all these different things in.
Request confirmed.
Big Chum Buses, go ahead and promote your idea.
Big Chum Buses. See, that's what I'm thinking we're gonna be going with. But, like, there had to be a point where Reagan was decent. But I think it's just gonna be a matter of the person Reagan was before. So here's how we're gonna do this, okay? Okay, here's how we're gonna do this. For sake of me being able to have it, let me pull up this other document real quick. A little less. Now we got a whole other document for this stuff. Let me. So, like, we got Reagan's lore and stuff here, right? So we got Bloodsmith, born from half elf and regular human. He's in his 40s. Male. It's on male at birth. AB. Probably changed from A positive when he for his augments. 6'2", heavy but not hairy. Dark heritage. Gray turns red when using vampire powers. Black hair, left side fade, black color, various white streaks through it. You're also black. So, like Jared with his werewolf curse, he has limited transfer abilities. But how does that? Is known about the Bloodsmith nowadays, as most hunting true nature commoners of the Empire of Old, somehow released on this modern age. Regulars will relish in the fear because of vampire Eldegon history. Turned. We put this in here. It is Reagan. Was a spliced. Okay.
Request confirmed.
Big Jam Buses, go ahead and promote your idea.
Miami Vice? I don't think Miami Vice exists in this world. It could be something where, like, the creator of the Arcane Chronicles is obsessed with Miami Vice. But don't have Medieval Vice. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. That is pretty good. Okay, so now that we got that established, we should make a full version. It could be fun to do, but how would we? All right, here's the thing, right? If we commit to doing a Miami Vice show in this universe, like there's a Miami Vice show in this universe, wouldn't it just be like the Postman in like Miami? Right? Like it'd just be the Postman in Miami. You know, they would just be in this like tropical city, and like one of them just wears a floral beach shirt like all the time, and one has a really killer mustache. Sometimes they both wear floral shirts, but like, right? Like I'm not mixing up Miami Vice with something else, am I? They're bounty hunters, not police. So technically, yes. It's just so that is kind of maybe my fault due to how so far every postman that has been name dropped has been some sort of military experiment versus just being like a hero augmented. So in this world, just a quick refresher for my sake and all your sakes. Yeah, it would be funny to see. But in this world, the postmen as a guild are a guild of adventurers, heroes, and other people that wanted to continue to do good, but wanted to have more official backing. So, like, having, like, imagine your level 20 D&D characters, instead of retiring, or, like, you know, instead of quitting, they go to work for the government as bounty hunters. That's kind of the idea. So a lot of postmen in this world were heroes or adventurers or these other groups of like people that it would be about two detectives, 100%, yeah. So what I'm getting at though is that like the police in this world aren't viewed with the same level of wonderment as postmen are, because they don't deal with the kind of stuff that postmen deal with, because postmen are more like your heroes. So it'd be like your Avengers, your Justice League, your whatever have you, but they work directly for the government in the way of like they answer directly to the judges more so than they do like the kings or queens or senators of this world. So like while they still do listen to the kings and queens and like senators and the governing bodies, they answer directly to the judges first and foremost. They work directly with the people controlling the world as their bounty hunters. So they're designed to be able to combat with people that are able to do ridiculous magics, right? Like that's their whole forte. So the reason why they're, you know, given these augments to begin with, like the cybernetic enhancements, the mana stores, all this stuff, is to make them basically be able to be any like evil wizard that would rise up and want to destroy the world with magic or whatever have you. That's what the postmen are. But because of the military being just general dirtbags and wanting to like, we don't know what their motives are yet. I'm not even sure what I want the motives to be for the Arcane region. But the idea is that in order for them to go through with their super soldier program like they wanted to, they first did these different super soldiers that used a lot of like what the postman already did, but even more advanced than that. And then they took it a step further by splicing them with supernatural DNA. So the Arcane Region are who made Reagan, they're who made Dakota, they're who made, there's some other characters we haven't introduced yet. Like they were briefly mentioned, but the one agent that confirms that the outbreak is that they didn't have enough stuff to contain the outbreak, he's also going to be one of these like supernaturally enhanced postmen. But I'm not sure what I want his supernatural thing to be. Part of me wants to have it be ghosts, because I kind of like the idea of having like one that is ghost-like and do like ghost powers. But it'd be really hard to kind of like explain how he got the DNA splice into him outside of it just being like, oh, a lich resurrected the body that he was, and then when they gave him the augments, he just turned into that. Like he's a revenant more so than like like an actual ghost or whatever have you. What do you have for that, John? Because like I'm still debating on how I want a lot of these characters to shake out, because I don't want to have it where it's like every named character just also happens to be a supernaturally enhanced like super soldier or like a failed super soldier project. I want some to be regular postmen that are just like ex-adventurers that got upgraded because they wanted to work for the government, or they wanted you to do good and not have to worry about dealing with repercussions for like failure or whatever have you. Because like while this world does still support like vigilantes, technically speaking, because of the nature of like a fantasy world and heroes, if you do something wrong and cause a lot of property damage, that's on you. So if you're an adventurer that doesn't make a ton of money, what if it was a curse that has him experience an almost death experience? What if it's a curse that has him experience an almost death experience that allows him to be dead? That's interesting. Like, maybe the Arcane Region were fussing with like, they were trying to basically make a revenant, and that's how they did it. That'd be interesting. Let me write that down. Copy this. Thank you. Let me write this down real quick, John. I do kind of like that. I'll put credit next to it so we know it's yours. Actually, I should probably actually show the document so you can see that I'm doing it. Hold on. What if it was a curse that had him experience an almost death experience that allows him to become dead? There, we're writing that down. I really do like that idea. Also, I can't believe I spelled Miami wrong. There we go. Your two ideas have been written down. We will implement them somewhere in the story at some point, if possible. I need to use the bathroom. So I'm gonna go do that. I will be right back. I promise. I'm not gonna run out and not get cigs and milk and not come home. I just need to use the bathroom, okay? Daddy, drink too much. I'm not saying daddy. I'm sorry to do this and kind of cut out early, but I just got some pretty not cool news. And by not cool, I mean it's just sad, really. So I do apologize, but I need to go. Sorry for like going AFK to use the bathroom, then coming back and being like, I gotta go. Where's the place? Yeah, I'm fine. I'm fine. It's just not something that I was expecting to happen today, or well, ever for that matter. I won't talk about it on stream, but I'll answer questions privately. It's nothing bad about me. I'm fine. I'm. It's just one of those things that happens in life. I don't want to talk about it too much because I don't want to draw attention to it for obvious reasons because it's kind of a very serious topic. Yeah, we can talk over DMs. But yeah, I need to go. So I'm gonna end stream. Thank you guys for being here. Sorry for the abrupt ending. Just no problem. But yeah, no, I need to go. Y'all have a good night. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Sorry we didn't go longer. Just have a good night. Catch you guys next time. Take care, everybody. Um, make sure you check on your friends. Take care, everybody.